hello again, everyone. You know me, you love me. Some of you hate me, but I don't really give a shit. Team Rival back again. Yes, another review. I know you guys are getting tired of the reviews. But, you know, I think of it this way. You know, I do some good rants, but you can't fire all the ammo out of your gun at once. You gotta conserve ammo. It's like Resident Evil. So, you know, rants, and I have some different sort of ideas that I want to, you know, make moving forward with this channel. But let's just stick for reviews right now. I just want to chill. I'm not too angry, you know. I'm mostly tired all of the time now at school. But I do have a first impressions I want to do of a series that a lot of you are going to be like, what the fuck, you haven't watched this. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. I do have a first impressions of it. So wait for that to come out because I like it, but I do have my little nitpicks. But overall, I'm enjoying it thus far. But the series I want to review for you today is not a video game series, it is an anime series, / more so manga. Jojo's Bizarre Adventure. One word, manly. You guys know I love that sort of anime. Anything with blood, violence, fast fighting, and guys that are built like fucking lumberjacks that can just kick the shit out of Naruto and any other anime / manga character out there nowadays. Sign me up, pretty much. So, Jojo's Bizarre Adventure is kind of an interesting case. It's a Shonen Jump anime, well, manga. I know I'm not too good with that, but it is Shonen Jump manga, and the reason it's so interesting because it is the longest running Shonen Jump manga. I believe it is over 105, I think it's 107. There's 107 volumes out right now, and there has been no TV adaptation. Every other, I'd say pretty much, what, 99% of every other Shonen Jump anime has had some sort of TV adaptation. Let's see, Naruto, One Piece, Bleach, Dragon Ball Z, Rurouni Kenshin, Yu Yu Hakusho, fucking Prince of Tennis, like, you see where I'm going with this? Pretty much every single one has had it. All JoJo's Bizarre Adventure had was a 13-episode OVA, which was what I watched. It was, it details part 3 of the manga, which, is by far the most well-known and probably the most solid in terms of plot. I kind of skimmed through and read, you know, because you got to do a little bit of research before you do these type of videos, and I kind of skimmed through some of the other, like, little, like, plot summaries of what happens in the other parts of the manga, and this definitely seemed like the most, like, one you would want to make it an OVA out of. And there was one movie that came out that was part 1 of the manga, but it is just, you cannot find it absolutely anywhere. It's not out on DVD, and I really want to see that feature film, so if any of you guys know where to find it, I doubt it's out there, because I can usually find anything, but if you guys find it, please just point me out to it. Okay, Jojo's Bizarre Adventure. What's it about? Well, like I said, it is part 3 of the manga, and it deals with this guy. His name is Jotaro Kujo, and he is about 17, although he looks like he's fucking 45. And you can tell this show just straight off the bat has some sort of influence from Fist of the North Star. One anime really doesn't, but you can definitely tell, and that's definitely a huge drawing point for me, like I said, in terms of any anime. If it has Fist of the North Star elements, I'm pretty much on board. So, he, the way, you know, some, in Dragon Ball Z, they're Saiyans, and that's their power, and that's how they shoot energy blasts and that sort of stuff, and turn Super Saiyan. Naruto, they're ninjas, and they practice their little fucking gay shit. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, the power in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is kind of cool, actually. And there really isn't too much of an explanation to it. It's called stands. What are stands? Stands, for lack of a better word, is pretty much just like the physical incarnation of their souls, pretty much. Not exactly, but that's pretty much the way I can only describe it. Take Jotaro's stand, for example. His is called Star Platinum. And pretty much is, whenever someone's going to attack him, or whenever something's going to happen to him, he doesn't really have control over it at first, but, you know, as the series goes on, he gets more control of it. But this guy comes out, and it's just like this weird, like, it just looks like a weird, like, spirit thing, and it just comes and it does, like, the Kenshin, you know, it has its own version, the, oh, no, and it just fucks everything up in its path. So, you know, like I said, any series with Fist of the North Star elements is fine in my book. And so, Jotaro is related to this guy, Joseph Joestar. I believe his name. No, Jonathan Joestar. Joseph Joestar is his grandfather. And Jonathan Joestar is his, like, long ancestor. What does Jonathan Joestar have to do with this? Well, he was transporting this this guy. Pretty much he's just a demon who's hell-bent on destruction and just destroying the earth. Dio. While they're transporting Dio on the ship, Dio somehow breaks out, raises hell, and steals Jonathan Joestar's body. Now, because he stole his body, now the Joestar, like, heritage can somehow, through their blood, sense where Dio / Jonathan Joestar is, and they know he's gonna fuck shit up. He actually puts Joe's mother and Joseph's daughter. Yes, that's it. Sorry, I'm like, it's such a convoluted thing to explain this heritage. But he puts Jotaro's mother in a coma. So they have to find Dio and kill her, because if they don't, she's dead. And that's the end of it. So it's only 13 episodes long, and the way it kind of works out is a little interesting, in that part 1 of the manga, the anime that comes out, it came out in 1993, and that was like the last, I think, 5 or 6 episodes, if you want to go chronologically in how they go. And then I think in 2002 they came out with the first 8 or so, and that was, if you want to watch it chronologically, you watch the 2002 series first, and then you watch the 1993. Honestly, there is little to no difference, but for me personally, I just watched it straight up in Japanese. The English dubbing really fucking sucked. It was, what I heard, I was like, I can't deal with this. But, so, along this journey, Jotaro meets some pretty cool guys that are just, awesome characters, I think. He has Abdal, which his stand is, Mojisone's Red. That's exactly how he says it in the series. I love that. And I like quoting anime like that, when it's something that just kind of sticks in my head like that. And his guy breathes fire. He's really one of the coolest characters in the show. Joseph Joestar, he kind of sucks. He's not that. He never fights. He hardly ever fights. He does nothing pretty much the whole. He's grandpa, so you can't expect much from a good old grandpa. But still, you want to see all the characters engaged somehow. He's a vital part of the story. Don't get me wrong, but you got to get your hands dirty a little. You know what I'm saying? There's this guy, 2 guys that actually, if you know anything about the series, this isn't really spoilers because it's so fucking obvious. If you played the arcade game. It was on Dreamcast and PS1, Jojo's Bizarre Adventure. You know these guys, Polnareff and Kakyoin. These 2 guys were working for Dio, but they saw the light, and then they came over to the Jotaro side. They want to destroy Dio. And then there's the worst character in the whole fucking show. It's this little dog. I forget its name. I really, really hate that. Iggy, that's the dog's name. I really hated that character, because pretty much the dog was there for comic relief. And in terms of a series like that, I like when the plot line remains serious and stays serious. Berserk, for example, I think that's the perfect. You don't need comic relief in that sort of show. You can show, characters laughing and having a good time, but I don't need a dog farting in some guy's face, which does happen. And so, Iggy, that was probably my least favorite character in the whole entire show. But every episode plays out as such. They have to travel to Egypt. That's where Dio is staying. So it's pretty much just they go from Japan all the way to Egypt, pretty much. And each episode, really, Jotaro, you'd be surprised. You'd think he would be doing, like Goku, like fighting a majority of the battles. But he has his few shiny moments throughout the series, but pretty much a majority of the series is based on the supporting characters. Abdal has a lot to do. Polnareff has a whole hell of a lot to do. Even Kakyoin, he has his shiny moments. And Joseph, he's like I said, he doesn't really fight much, so he doesn't have much relevance. But he does have his moments. Well, Polnareff plays a big part, I think, in Abdal as well. I really liked Abdal as a character. I thought he was fucking awesome. So, has the series aged well? You know what? I'd have to say it really did. I enjoyed the series. I enjoyed it. I must say, even the 1993 series had very good animation. I was very impressed with what I saw. You watch older school animes, it's not always, the most top-notch thing. But this time around, I was thoroughly impressed with what they had. I'm just pissed that it was because I don't really like to torrent anime series like that. Video games I'll torrent until the fucking cows come home. I don't really care, you know. But anime series, I don't know, it's different. I'd much rather own the series, be able to watch it on Netflix, you know, actually put some money towards, you know, investing in these things. Video games, I don't know why. I don't really care about video games because if I probably won't like it, and then no money lost there. But I couldn't find the series complete. You know, I'm not one of those people, buy volume 1, buy volume 7, buy volume 3, you know, get all the DVD discs, the individual slip discs together. No, just give me the complete box set. And I could not find it for the life of me. And I was just like, you know what, I'm going to torrent it. You can find it on torrents. No one's going to, you know, yell at you, or it's really not that big of an issue. It's an old series, it's rare, you're not going to find it, it's very uncommon to find it. I've never seen it in stores, manga or anime / OVA, whatever you want to call it, otherwise. So torrent it, I really think it's worth it. I recommend it to pretty much fans of, you know, like I said, Fist of the North Star, Dragon Ball Z, Yu Yu Hakusho, pretty much anything that you can go through. And the show is kind of cool because it does have a lot of pop culture references. You know, Dio, Ronnie James Dio. They have fucking Coca-Cola signs and all a bunch of like advertising that's shown throughout the show, and there's a whole bunch, you know, references to Japanese pop culture and that sort of stuff, and that's kind of cool. You know, I always appreciate stuff like that because it shows that the authors kind of have an idea of what's going on and what's relevant, you know, at least at that time. So, you know, I like that. You know, that's kind of a cool thing to me. Like I said, there really wasn't too much I didn't like. It's only 13 episodes. It's a solid watch. You're getting a fight every single episode, just about. Except for like 1 or 2, but there's still like some sort of like adversary they have to overcome. But you're getting a fight every single episode. My favorite episodes were, there's this one with this, I don't want to spoil it too much, but Polnareff has a problem, and he finds the person who created this problem for him, and there's like a giant showdown, and of course the final battle between who else, Jotaro and Dio, that is just fucking, I was like, oh, this is awesome. It was over too quick though, that's really my only complaint. They should have made this into a TV series, the whole entire manga. I think I'm going to read the manga because, you know, usually, me personally, I don't read manga. It's such a, you have to be committed to reading it. And, you know, I get distracted, I like to do like 7 different things at once. But I really think I want to sit down and read the whole entire manga from, you know, start to finish, and see where it goes. But that's pretty much my thoughts on JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Solid series, I say. Watch it. 13 episodes, what the hell? Like, exactly, that's my thoughts. But, anyways, I said Full Metal Alchemist First Impressions. I want to do a review of Darker Than Black. I did finish Darker Than Black. And I will give you my full thoughts on that. I have a lot to say on that series. Mixed thoughts on it, just to give you a brief overview. And just a couple other sorts of other types of videos I want to try. But I hope you guys enjoyed this review. And, you know, I haven't done an anime review in a while. Been kind of busy, but I'm back in the saddle. So until then, Team Rivals out.